Factsverse presents Struggles that only pale people will understand. Number 1. Sunburns in strange and random places. This is one of the biggest struggles that only pale people will understand. If you're pale, like I am, you're susceptible to sunburn, very susceptible. If you spend even an hour or two out in the sun without sunscreen, you can develop some severe sunburn in random places. Like if you wear sandals outdoors, you'll develop a very noticeable sunburn in the shape of those sandals. That can make your feet look pretty strange when you're not wearing the sandals, not to mention the uncomfortable sunburn on your foot while you're walking. If you're sitting by a window and the sun is hitting you on just one part of your face, you'll develop a sunburn in just that area, leaving your skin two-toned. Number 2. You always take bad photos. When you're pale, it can be impossible to take a good picture when that flash is on. No matter what, you will look washed out in the photos. This is especially true if you take a photo at night when a flash is the only way to get the shot. Number 3. Spray tans look ridiculous. If you are pale, you know that you can't get a tan in the sun. There are many people who look great with a spray tan. Unfortunately, we pale faces don't. If you have ever tried a spray tan, you know that it makes you look orange rather than tan. If you've never tried a spray tan and you're pale, well, don't. Number 4. People call you pasty. Most people who are pale are often called pasty. Some people don't say this to be mean, some do though. Regardless of their intentions, it still hurts. Number 5. It can be impossible to wear black or white. If you're pale and you find that perfect black dress, ladies, you can't wear it. It can make you look goth even if you're not going for that look. Wearing white can also be a problem. When you're pale, it can be difficult to tell where your skin ends and the clothing begins. These color restrictions can make it pretty difficult to find clothing you love. Number 6. You cannot go to the beach with friends. Most people love going to the beach in the summer. If you're pale, going to the beach can be a problem. If you insist on going with your friends, you're going to need to sit under an umbrella the entire time, maybe wear a large hat to cover your face and skin, lather up every 10 minutes with the strongest sunscreen you can find. If you don't, you'll end up with a very severe sunburn. If you're going to be on the beach with friends who are not pale, you'll stick out like a sore thumb. Number 7. Blushing. Blushing is a normal reaction to being embarrassed. If a person is not pale, they'll still blush, it just won't be quite as noticeable. That is the exact opposite if you're pale. Each time you feel embarrassed or flustered, everyone will be able to see it in the color of your face. When people see you blush and they mention it, that can make the blushing even worse. It is a vicious cycle. Number 8. Every shade of lipstick looks too dark. Most women wear light shades of lipstick during the day, darker shades at night. When you are pale, just about every shade of lipstick will look dark on you, and that can make it very hard to color your lips in a shade that is acceptable for daytime. Number 9. Flesh-toned nylons really aren't. When it comes to choosing nylons, a pale woman will often choose the natural tone type. Unfortunately, if you're pale, the natural tone never matches your actual natural tone. If you wear white nylons, you'll look even paler. If you have very white skin, you understand that buying nylons is a no-win situation. Number 10. Sunscreen is expensive. If you are pale, you know how expensive sunscreen can be. Also, you know how often you need to buy it. There are times when a pale person can feel like they are supporting the sunscreen industry all on their own. If you're pale, you know that you need to wear sunscreen almost all the time to protect your skin whenever you're outside. It can feel like having shellac on your face all day long. Number 11. Finding makeup to match your skin tone can be difficult. When a pale person is buying concealer, it can be very difficult to match the skin tone. Some tones may be too light, others too dark. In most cases, it can be impossible to find a perfect match for somebody who has pale skin. In the end, you'll need to go with something in the ivory or porcelain family. Sadly, those tones don't match perfectly. Number 12. Visible veins. Many pale people have very visible blue veins because they don't have the color in their skin to cover them up. Not only can your visible veins make you feel self-conscious, it can also kind of creep you out a bit. Number 13. You don't have many hair color options. Many women love to dye their hair. Unfortunately, if you are pale, you know you can't change your hair color to anything that you would like and still have it look natural. If you go too dark, you're going to look even more pale. If you go too light, you're going to look completely washed out. If you're pale, your skin tone decides what color your hair can be. Number 14. You stick out like a sore thumb. If you are the only pale person in your circle of friends, it can make group nights out uncomfortable. All of your friends have tan and glowing skin and yours is white. This can make you stick out like a sore thumb, especially in group photos. Number 15. Every blemish and patch of hair is noticeable. When a person is pale, everything is visible. Every little pimple or blemish looks much worse than it really is. If you don't have time to shave your legs, ladies, you'll need to wear pants because those dark hairs will be extremely noticeable. Subscribe for more!